I sent you the Vegas odds.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you that.
You know, I always go to Vegas here.
Yeah.
Forget about Republican opinions. Forget about Democratic opinions.
Vegas knows.
Vegas knows.
Yep.
So if you pull up the Vegas odds, I think I sent them to you earlier, Tyler. Where are they right now?
Trump is up by just, oh, wow. Oh, they're tied.
They're neck and neck with
300, 300.
They're above Biden. Then you got Kamala. And here's scary. Gavin Newsom right here.
No chance.
I've given my opinion on this. I could be wrong. Shoot me down all day. If Trump goes against a Gavin Newsom, as much as I think that Gavin Newsom is the fakest, most plastic guy ever, Newsom will beat Trump. I think any Republican has a shot at the White House. Trump's last on the list.
So good commentary. I'll give you a couple things from my thoughts that I agree with you. Number one, the way I just sold PHP, right? Insurance company. The way I led the company the first 6 months to 18 months, that doesn't work in the 5th year. That doesn't work in the 10th year. That doesn't work after you sell the company. The same strategy doesn't work in a different season. This is a different season for Trump. So, you know, as a coach, the way your team won one way, you're not going to win the same way because your best player was a center. Now your best player is a 2 guard. Now your best player is a point guard. Now your best player is a number 4. You're not going to win the same way. It's the coach's ability to adjust and play with the current players you have. I don't know if he's going to be able to do it or not. We're going to find out. This is a very different strategy. The same strategy in 2020, 2016 is not going to win today.
Correct.
What is going to work in 2016, he has to look at what worked for 2016. What worked in 2016 is he kept talking same policies over and over and over and over again. That worked. What didn't work in 2020 is victim, they're coming after me, they're coming after me, they're coming after me, they're coming after me. That didn't work. So you have to kind of make that adjustment. Is he going to use that or not? We have no idea. The other thing I will tell you as well on this, and then I want to go to the Iran topic because we only got 19 minutes left. Here's the other part. The best part about competition and sports, okay? We said this a few weeks ago when Dylan says the Eagles are going to win it. The Eagles just ended up losing to the Commanders. I was in D.C. They were celebrating because there's Eagles fans, there's Commanders fans. And way too early right now, man. We have no idea what's going to be happening the next 18 months. No idea on what's going to be happening in 18 months. Do not get it twisted. I guarantee you the left is sitting on some kind of a dirt on DeSantis the day he wins the nominee for the Republican. The next week, month, 3 months, 6 months, they're going to come out with stuff against DeSantis. They're going to wait to see who's going to be in this election or not. They're going to watch to see who's going to run on the Republican side or not. We're going to see who are going to be the candidates running. Right now, if you look at some of the list of names that you hear about potentially running, Christie may be running, Nikki Haley may be running, Pompeo may be running, Tim Scott may be running, Hutchinson may be running, Hogan may be running, Youngkin may be running, DeSantis may be running, Pence may be running. There's a lot of people that may be running on the right. It is way too early right now to be betting on what's going to be happening. But if you're like Mattress Mac and you're willing to bet on the Astros way early to win $75 million, to go take a shot at some of these weird guys, like put $1,000 on Hillary. You'd be surprised because she's the person that she could somehow creep up in there, and if she gets facing off against somebody, she may end up winning. If you're the type of person that goes to races and bets on the horse that's 1-99, put $1 on Hillary, put $1 on The Rock. Put $10 on Michelle because those are some of the wild cards.
Pat, I'll go with you. Because listen,
Newsom.
I swear to God, if we put collectively us 4, we put 1,000 on Newsom and he wins. That's 16 G's. If you're down, I'll do it. Because wait. Because who's gonna out of all the Democrats? I can't believe Joe Biden's up there closer over Newsom's over Kamala Harris. What?
No, Kamala's above Newsom.
First of all, think about the DNC.
Kamala Harris has no chance.
Vinny, I think you're onto something. And it's not who has no chance. It's who will the DNC allow to get access to the large bucket of Soros money that is controlled by the DNC. Right. Yeah. And they are not going to let Pete go. They are not going to, he doesn't have national electability. They are not going to
Michelle
let
doesn't want to
Kamala go.
Yeah.
And
Gavin's the guy.
That's a key point because don't forget
Newsom
what the DNC did to Bernie.
Joe Biden.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
I was about to say that.
What did he say?
Don't forget what
He's
the
right.
DNC did to Bernie.
Yeah.
They
Bernie,
wrecked him.
yeah.
They shafted
Twice.
him
Well,
twice.
They didn't want that social. Let me say one
professional
thing,
loser.
and then because I know
You're
you're
nodding. You know what I'm talking about.
Last
it's a key
thoughts here.
point.
Last
It's
thoughts.
good for headlines. It's good for ratings. It's good to sell ads on CNN. But there is a certain reality that's under this that there will be a presidential election on a combination of 4 and only 4 names: Trump, DeSantis, Biden, and Newsom.
Yep. I agree.
Put
I
the
agree.
biz doc on a short clip, rerun it once a month.
There it is.
I don't think I'm wrong.
I'll say one thing, and this actually doesn't even have to do with Trump. I mean, it's reference to him, but I think what you said could not be understated here, okay, or overstated about reinventing yourself. And I'm going to speak from personal experience, and this is why it's so important to have somebody you trust and that has been there before in your ear. So Pat told me for a couple of years, Adam, you got to kind of reinvent yourself. You do the money stuff, save that money, save the money. What else can you do? What else are you really, really good at? And we sat down, we had a strategy session. Well, you're good at networking. You're good at relationships. You're good at partying. You know a lot of people. Like, why don't you kind of incorporate that into your brand? And what was my first reaction?
You didn't want to do it.
Pat, let me just save that money. Let me just kind of do my thing.
Yeah.
And finally, before we moved into the new office, we had a strategy session. And I had to reinvent myself. And it's very hard to do, to reinvent yourself, to do a self-audit, to say, all right, this was my brand. Can I switch? What can I improve? And this is for everyone out there.
Yeah.
This isn't even a Trump thing. This is who's talking to you, who's in your ear, who do you trust, who's your mentor, who's your friend, who's a leader that can kind of help you through this process, A. But B, you have to look in the mirror and see what can you do? What can you do different? What can you improve upon? So that's something that I had to do. That's something that you've done. That's something that we've all done. My fear with Trump is, they say a leopard cannot change its spots. He's been doing this bit for 76 years. It's going to be very hard for him to change. If he does, I think he can win. If he does the same old thing that, lock her up and build the wall and, victim mentality, I think it could have a very ugly ending for him.
Sport Your Future Looks Bright hat. Click over here. And to watch the entire podcast, click here. Take care, everybody.